All right, let's move to the big news that everyone wants to hear. So here we go. We have an article from the Wall Street Journal that was published at 11:59 a.m. Eastern time 30 minutes ago, and here is the article. Now, you know, one great thing about seeing this article here is that it does list this under sports. So this does show that chess is becoming prominent. It's not like some random news article, but it's under the sports heading, which is great to see as far as chess is concerned. So here we go. Hans Niemann's 100 million lawsuit over chess cheating allegations is dismissed. A federal judge dismissed a claim by the US chess grandmaster against former world champion Magnus Carlsen and others over allegations that Niemann had cheated in competition. All right, so there's the headline. This is an article written by Andrew Beaton and Joshua Robinson. All right. A federal judge on Tuesday dismissed American chess grandmaster Hans Moke Niemann's 100 million lawsuit against former world champion Magnus Carlsen, Chess.com, and other prominent chess figures like myself, following an explosive battle over allegations that Niemann had cheated. The 20-year-old Niemann's antitrust claims against the parties were dismissed with prejudice, meaning they cannot be filed or they cannot be brought again. The judge in U.S. District Court in the Eastern District of Missouri declined jurisdiction over Niemann's other claims, including that the parties had defamed Niemann. Yes. So first things first, as we see, again, I'm not a lawyer, just like I'm not some data scientist to use the old classic joke, but at least some of the claims have been dismissed with prejudice, which, as far as I understand, means they cannot be filed again, and that's more or less what the article is saying as well. Okay. An attorney for Niemann didn't immediately comment. Okay. Interesting. All right. We are pleased the court has rejected Hans Niemann's attempts to recover an undeserved windfall in Missouri federal court. Wow. And that Niemann's attempt to chill speech through strategic litigation in that forum has failed, said Craig Reiser, a partner at Axon and an attorney for Carlsen. I'm trying not to laugh, but I have to say, this is fairly strong language. You know, this one word that I'm highlighting, undeserved windfall. That's pretty funny, actually, that they said that. So yeah, so undeserved windfall, said Craig Reiser, the Magnus lawyer. The bizarre saga that shone an international spotlight on chess, I should say, burst into public view last September when Niemann beat Carlsen at a prestigious tournament, after which Carlsen took the unprecedented step of withdrawing from the event. Though Carlsen said little in the immediate aftermath other than a cryptic tweet, his actions were widely taken to mean that Carlsen believed Niemann was a cheater. Is this an update? Well, this is a little bit more than just an update, you guys. Again, not to go back or rehash it, but basically the federal claims at least have been completely dismissed with prejudice, meaning that Hans cannot file these claims again. So this is not an update. This is more like actual news. So there we go. Okay, so where were we? I forgot where we were. Where were we? Yeah, cryptic actions were widely taken. That was only the beginning of a stunning series of events in which wild conspiracy theories flourish about how a chess player such as Niemann might cheat during in-person competitions, also known as over-the-board chess. So yeah. So Niemann then admitted to having cheated in limited instances in online matches. He chalked those incidents up to youthful indiscretions, but vehemently denied ever cheating in over-the-board games. All right. Now it's interesting they say this. They talk about the stunning events. Now I have to find the legendary clip. 1 second. I have to find the clip. I have to find the legendary Eric clip. Right. We just have to show that. No. Yeah, I mean we have to show that, right? Because 1 second, where was it? Let me find the clip. I'm trying to find this clip. Yeah, we have to watch this now. We have to watch this now legendary clip. This is like a this clip is like this is probably and I'm not trying to be mean to the Bros. They've done a lot to help chess, and obviously they're first movers as well. But I have to be honest, this clip is going to live on forever, long after Eric and I and everybody else is gone. So I do have to kind of just show this clip. very briefly. Wait, why is it not showing? There we go. All right, I have to show this clip just because it's a clip of Eric, and this clip is, I mean, will live on in infamy or whatever, however you want to put it, forever. So let's just pull up this clip and let's pull it. But let me move myself over here, and there we go. Let's watch this clip.
That's probably a good one, right? An anal bead probably would beat the thing. I'm serious. If the engine, it would probably. I don't know. I really don't know. Like, think about it. I don't know. I told you it was a prostate massage. But I'm not an expert at that stuff. I'm not the one to.
Yeah. So anyway, I had to show you guys that clip just because, I mean, it's just so so legendary. All right, so moving along, let's keep going. Prostate massage. Yeah. So next up we have moving along, we have okay, so widely taken, that was only the beginning of the Sunny series events in which wild conspiracy theories flourished. We actually read this, but I'll read it again, about how a player such as Neiman might cheat during in-person competitions, also known as over-the-board chess. Neiman then admitted to having cheated in limited instances in online matches. He chalked those incidents up to youthful indiscretions, but vehemently denied ever cheating in over-the-board games. As speculation raged about whether a then teenage grandmaster had skyrocketed to the upper echelons of the game unfairly, Carlsen eventually broke his silence, explicitly calling Neiman a cheater and saying he thought about withdrawing from the tournament before it ever began, simply because Neiman was invited. All right. I believe that Neiman has cheated more, and more recently than he has publicly admitted, Carlsen wrote in a statement posted to social media last September. His over-the-board progress has been unusual, and throughout our games in the Singfield Cup, I had the impression that he wasn't tense or even fully concentrating on the game in critical positions, while outplaying as black in a way I think only a handful of players can do. All right. Neiman's actions were further called into question in an investigation by chess.com, first reported by the Wall Street Journal, which found that the scope of his cheating to be far wider and over a longer period of time than Neiman previously admitted. The investigation found that the young American had likely cheated in over 100 games on its popular platform, which attracts regular players and grandmasters alike. Those instances included games with money on the line and contests as recently as 2020. Okay, so we keep going. Neiman responded by filing a lawsuit accusing Carlsen, chess.com, and others, which had purchased Carlsen's company Play Magnus, and other figures whom Neiman alleged had effectively created a monopoly in elite chess competition and defamed him with the cheating allegation. At one point, the case even cited a meme from the Avengers movie tweeted by Play Magnus as evidence. The case even cited a meme. What? Oh, is that the Thanos meme that they're talking about? I think that's what it is. So yeah. Okay. In the time since the allegations exploded, the various characters have gone in different directions. Neiman has continued to play competitive chess, but has seen his rating in classical games fall below 2700 from a peak of 2708. He is currently ranked technically number 36, but on the live rating list, he's actually like number 55 or 56. I will just show that because I think that's worth noting. If we go to the top 100 list, this of course is 2700 chess, which shows the live ratings day by day. So if we go to 2700 chess, you will see right here very clearly, number 55 with a rating of 2684, down from 2708, is Hans Neiman here. Now, he's played a lot of games, of course, that goes without saying, but he is number 55 in the world. So he's not number 36. He's dropped 19 places to number 55 in the world. All right. So moving on, what else do we have? Carlsen, meanwhile, had already decided not to defend his world championship title and watched as China's Ding Liren claimed his throne earlier this year with a victory over Russia's Jan Nepomniachtchi. Carlsen, still far and away the number one rated player in the world, also dabbles in poker and fantasy soccer in addition to chess tournaments. Again, as you guys see, it's very good to be multi-talented, branching out, moving beyond. You know, Magnus just following in the footsteps of people like me, doing multiple things all at the same time. Okay. Vagina says, I can't play anywhere because of Magnus and chess.com, then continues to play games every single week. Again, you know, it is what it is. All right. While Carlson prefers not to discuss the episode, it stands as a major moment for an industry that saw an explosion in chess participation and in chess cheating during the pandemic. Power players in the industry have said the dust-up over Neiman provided a long-needed wake-up call about the need for more serious measures to ensure fair play. At top-level tournaments, this has already manifested itself with the introduction of pricey metal detectors to scan players as they enter the hall. More events are also imposing time delays on their live streams to prevent any potential accomplices with access to chess software from following games in real time. Okay, and then it says the final little bit we have on this article that we're going to cover is, of course, this is a comment from I think chess.com lawyers. It says, "We are very pleased with the court's order dismissing Hans Niemann's claims," said Nima Mohebi and Jamie Wine of Latham and Watkins, the attorneys for chess.com. "Our clients are happy to see an end to this saga and are grateful that all parties can now focus on growing the game of chess." Fair enough. All right, so there we go. That is the article. That is the big news that we do have to cover for today. This is written by the Wall Street Journal that, at least as far as federal claims go, they have been completely dismissed, and we will see what happens going forward. But at any rate, it feels like it's a step in the right direction.